Hi guys, Rich Pasini from rjpasini.com. Today I want to talk about creating your banner art for the YouTube channel. And I use this program called Canva, but I just want to show you what I want to do. And I'm going to show you how I do it. And maybe you'll get some good tips and you could do it for yourself, your own YouTube channel. So here we go. Right now I'm going to put my glasses on here. I got to get this out of here. This is my banner. And I am thinking about changing it again. For those who do follow me, you're probably saying, uh-oh, he changed this thing a couple of times. And I have. And I probably will keep changing as I go along. So this is what it's all about. This is what this YouTube video is all about. So let's get to it. First off, the program I use is Canva. And you can use it for free. I believe you got to sign up with it. It's Canva. You go to canva.com. You'll sign up with it. And, you know, it'll walk you through the certain steps, and then you could do it yourself. It's pretty cut and dry. And as you can see, I have a couple of windows open up over here. Here's another one. This is about how to create it, how I get to actually create the banner itself. I got some of my own pictures I uploaded, and we'll take it from there. But the most important thing in regards to creating your own banner, you know, a YouTube banner, is a lot of people think you're going to work in this space here, but that's really wrong. What you need is a template. So the way I did it is I went over here to, I did a Google search, and I recommend you do the same thing if you need to, if you are going to attempt to do your own YouTube banner. You want to do is you want to go to Google, type in how to get a channel art for YouTube. Once you get that one here, you know, you get that stage, you're going to go to this one right here. This is the one I use to support, and because it deals with Google. So you're going to click it on. And it says over here, create or edit channel art. So what you're going to do is you're going to go down here and see where it says image. First it says image and tips and guidelines. It says image, size, and file guidelines. You're going to hit this arrow down here, the drop down arrow. Okay. You're going to see a thing over here where it says download channel art template. Okay. Once you click that on, it's going to dump it in a folder. Okay. Now, I already have this in the folder. It's going to be my OneDrive picture from Mill folder. That's where I keep all my stuff in there. You're going to go in there, and I already uploaded. Now, once you upload it, you got to make sure you got it in a folder like mine. I got a lot of photos of mine, and sometimes they get lost in there trying to find them. But you're going to save it, okay? And make sure you know the drive you put in. Like I said, I got quite a few files here, the subdirectories. Make sure you know which one you're putting out. You're going to go crazy trying to find it. So once you save it, which I did already, okay? So once you do that, then you're going to go back to Canva. Now, we don't want to go to this one here. This is the one, but this is how you will set it up. You're going to see up here, recommended designs. It says use custom designs, okay? You could go with the custom or you can create your own. But if you're going to do it for YouTube, the YouTube channel art, you're going to click this one on here, okay? Once you do that, it's going to bring you to this window. Now, you can put stuff up here. You could start dropping pictures in there and copy. It's very simple to do. You copy and paste it. You can move things around or whatever. You know, that's okay. Now, if you make errors, in order to get rid of them, you got to go to a little trash can here, click on the item, the image that you want, and just delete it. Okay. Now, I'm thinking of changing mine again. But to just throw it in this box here, a lot of people, I think, get fooled. They think, oh, if you throw it in here, then it's okay. Everything will work. No, you need the channel art template in order to make it work, okay, to get that good, you know, crisp YouTube channel art. So I'm going to go, for example, like this here. I'm going to take this one here. I already uploaded it because you could upload your own images. That's what these are, all my uploaded images. All I'm going to do is take this here and drop it over here. Or actually, I think if you click it on here, well, it's the same thing. Okay, let's get rid of one. We don't need both of them. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to, you know, make the image bigger. All right. And you want to stay within that frame there. You don't want to go any more out of that. You want to stay in that frame, okay? And let's move it down a little here. Let's leave it like that for now. This is the area you're going to work in. Right now, it's small because I have the screen. I'm screen sharing here. You can see me on this side talking over here. What you want to do is, this would be a lot bigger. Let me bump out and show how big it'll be like this. That's how it's going to really be. That's how you really should do the creation. For argument's sake, I'm going to bump out of it just one more time and see here. It might not look 100% because I did shrink the screen, but this is for all intents and purposes to give you an idea. So what you want to do is, in order to make it look good, you want to keep it within the darker area here. Okay. Now, the other outside part here, okay, this is where it will show, but the most important part is here, okay? So I'm going to just do something really quick, and then I'm going to show you, how how it uploads or how it's going to look on YouTube. I'm going to go in there and I'm going to change my banner, and then I'm going to put it back again, okay? But I want to show you for all intents and purposes. It's pretty cut and dry. You could use, like I said, I have these templates here. Like if I want to put this in here right now, these little, see this line here that pops up here that appears in the middle? It's a center, like a center line. That's where you want to keep it, okay? It centers both ways. And you could also move it bigger, smaller, but remember, you want to stay in the dark shadowed line here, in this area here, the darker area. Now, I'm just going to just goof around with this here. I'm going to put a picture over here of me. I'm going to shrink it down like this here. I know you're probably saying, well, how's it going to look? Yeah, I know. It's just like I said, for time. This is, I'll show you after. I'll make the picture bigger. I'll expand the page here, and then you'll see what I'm talking about. So I'm going to just change it around over here. The text, the information for text, but I want to get another picture before I do that there. So let's just put, I think I'm going to put this one here for time being here like this. Of course, I'm not going to leave it that big. All right. And we're going to, move it down like this. Okay. All right. This is just, like I said, I'm just goofing around right now just to show you stuff. If you want to change the layouts, the background, if you don't like the background here, you could go over here. I always use this particular one if you notice a lot in my area here. What's going to happen is after you do all your design, you're going to move this away. You see what happens now? You get the picture? All right. That's what we're talking about. So that's why it's important that you make sure this stays within these guidelines here. Like, let's move this over here. You notice how the little lines here, the 4 lines came up? That's to keep it perfectly centered, the top of the text here. You can move this guy around too if you want. You can move this one here, make it smaller, move it over here. All right. Now the text area, all right? You want to go to the text. They have different text things you could add here. You could add the blue one over here, authentic letter, whatever, dazzle. I always like to use dazzle. So dazzle's over here right now. Again, it's showing up small. All right. Now you might say, yeah, but now this area is showing up over here. This one here, right? This one here, the text area. I think that will disappear as time goes on. But what you want to do is, let me see if I can do this here right now. It is small. Okay. All right. I'm not sure how that works when this here comes on here, but let's say you want to change it around and you want to add something to it. I don't know. Let's say, I don't know. Let's just say something here. Now, the text area is a little funny because I always think this would be out of the question here, this one here, but I guess this is how it would be. Let's just say Richard Pasini, whatever. All right, let's say Richard J. Pasini. All right. So now a lot of people may say, well, wait a minute, is that going to stay in here? As far as I know, that should disappear. See? But you got to get rid of the other part here, like right here. Make sure you delete the other part of it here. All right. So when you get rid of that, you delete it, right? When you move this here, that text area is going to go disappear. That's how it's going to look. Okay. So you could do other things with it. So, if you want to add like other elements around it, if you want to add shapes, grid marks, frames, you want to add frames, you could do illustrations on here. You could say, you could add a bunch of things. You could add charts to it if you're going to do different things with it. But for all intents and purposes, we're going to keep it like this for now. And when it looks big, here's how it looks when the screen is bigger. Okay, this is how it's going to look. All right. Now, unfortunately, the text area doesn't always pop out of there. I know that must be a nuisance because people say, "Well, wait a minute. What about this stuff here?" I know it's a nuisance, right? But that's the way it is. That's the way they have it set up. But as long as you stay in that area, you're okay. All right. See, there's 4 little grid marks here. Look, I'll show you what I'm talking about. See that there? Once you got that, it's pretty much centered in the middle. All right. And again, if you want to make your your guys here bigger here, if you want to make them bigger, that's fine. If not, Now I found out that doing this on YouTube, when you're creating it, you can expand this a little to the sides over here, okay? Because you do have certain room to play with in there. All right, so now, once you get rid of this here, all right, now you want to save it. Again, I'm just showing you how to do this. You could play around, you can have a lot of fun with it. What you want to do now is you want to download it, all right? You could also share it, but download. What you want to do is download it. It's going to be in a PNG file, recommended. When you download it, okay, it says hold tight, preparing your design. All right, once it does that, it's got to let it do that there. It's got to let it, create your design. Takes a little time, folks. I don't have the fastest computer around here. And now that's done. You could also share it. You could post it. You could tweet it that you just did a new design if you want it, you wish to do so. So I'm going to leave that open over there. I'm going to go back over here now. And I'm going to go over here, if I can get to it, all right, where it says change. You're going to go to that little camera. And now you're going to look at you're going to look at what you just did. Okay, so you're going to upload your photos, or if you don't, select from your computer. I'm sorry. Now it's going to upload. Okay. Now what's nice about it is it shows you when you stay in that guideline how it's going to look. So for desktop it's great, for TV it's great, and even for mobile. So that's good. You could also adjust and crop it too if you want. You could click on here and you could move it around. You can move it this way, whatever. Let me see. You can move it that way. Now I'm going to leave it just the way it is. I'm going to cancel out. I don't want to mess around with it. So what you're going to do is, let me bump out of here again. I got to go back in here again. Oh no. Okay. Let's go back here again. Sorry about that, guys. Select from photo. So now it's going to upload, and you can see it looks good on desktop. It looks good on TV, and it looks good on mobile. You're going to select it. This is going to change, and there you go. And now I have Reseller News, Richard J. Pasini. I don't know if I'm going to keep that one up there or not, but I just wanted to show you how cut and dry it is. Now, you remember I was telling you before on the sides over here, you could probably add more stuff if you want to add advertisement. Maybe you might want to add something over here. But just be careful over here, because when people go onto your YouTube channel, they see your banner. You don't want to cut out the one with the camera over here, because this is where, like I got my website, my Twitter, Facebook, Pinterest, and Instagram. You don't want to, you don't want to move these pictures over here because it might, block them out, right? Well, this disappears. So I guess when you're doing it for yourself, but you can add and expand a little more. If I wanted to, I can move this photo all the way over here probably, because it will stay in at there. But the only thing is, though, doing that, I don't know how it's going to show up on the TV and desktop. But you could see it's a pretty cut and dry process. And you can see all the designs I have. And they have different ones here. For email holder, flyer, postcard, business card, posters, Twitter post, social media, Pinterest graphic. Look at this. Look at all the ones they got here, folks. Okay. What I love about it is I used to go it was driving me crazy for the love of money. I was like, how are these people, when I look at other people's, banners, how do they put these nice banners in here? I said, there's got to be a way to do this here, And then as time goes on, it's like anything else, you trial and error, right? You eventually get to it, And like that's the thing. Now I got a lot of banners, a lot of pictures on my other one. Let's see, here it is. Oh, this is the one. Now look at many times I try creating different things here, But you know what? That's what it's all about. You could, it's great. I mean, I was having a field day with this here. I was like, this is great. I could change my banner on the fly at any time, I could create a new one. All I got to do is, like I said, if I want to do something like, we know that there, we got that part there for the Halloween one. Well, not for Halloween, but for Halloween it's coming up. And if you need photos now, you could change the backgrounds too. You could change the backgrounds. You could change the elements. You could change the layouts. Now, be prepared, folks. Be aware that some of this stuff is free. Oh, let me get this out of here. Some of these are free. Now, if you do Canva ones, if you click on the Canva layouts, you could also type up here free ones too. I think that's how I did them. Free only. Okay, that's what I got, free only. If you want to upgrade, then you get 400,000 per. I don't need all that there. I like to do everything on the fly. For people who know me, I am what I call the the frugal entrepreneur. I like to do things as cheap as possible. But what's nice? Let's say you're a person that's into fruits, all right, and you want to do something like this here. You could change them on a fly. You could do it as a screenshot like this here. Look at this. Now, the thing is, if you do this here, this won't come out, I don't think, here. All right, this part here. I know you have to probably take it out. Oh, okay, it was come out. Okay, you could get rid of it. You could delete it, I guess, too, if you want. You could add different things to it, too. All right. That's where the text will come in. And again, I always like to use Dazzle. So Dazzle will come over here, as you can see it. I'm still basically, I think this is still setting the perimeter there, the outline, how it's going to look on YouTube. And Yeah, I believe that's what it is. And I think they even let you, after you save it, I'm not going to put anything in right now, but after you save it, I think you could also see what it'll look like. Let's see here. If you save it, let me see here. I don't know if it'll show you that there. Sometimes it'll show you like what it'll look like. But you could also, what's nice about it, you could also do the resize, but they want to charge you here for this here. But, I don't really need all that there. But there's a way I think, I don't want to I can't get too much into it right now. But there is a way I think you could also view it yourself, see how it looks. You could save it, make a copy of it. Like what I'm going to do is the other one there. That's just for all intents and purposes. Most likely I'm not going to save that there. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to keep it up. But here you got free photos you could add in there. And that's what's nice about this, folks. You could add photos, like if you wanted to change certain things around, like, let's say you want to put a photo over here. You like this layout, but you don't want to keep the fruits in or whatever. So you could change it around, But make sure everything is, make sure everything's in alignment if you're going to do any changes like that. But these are all the free things here, right? You could change things around, whatever. And you could have a lot of fun with it. It really is. I tell you, I had a blast with this stuff here. Then you got frames. You could do illustrations, I guess. I'm not sure that they're like the illustrations. Like you could put stuff like this here. I'm just using as an example here. I'm just showing you all the things you could do with it. Then if you want to put lines in there, or you want to put graphs, you want to put something like this here, to change around, whatever. It just has a lot of the icons, and when you click them on, you'll get you should get icons here. And then you could add an icon to it, whatever you want to do stuff. All I know, folks, is you could have so much fun with this stuff, really. You could, there's so much stuff you could do with it, really. And this is for free, This is all free. This must be a new thing there because it says new here. And then they get your shapes. And again, like I said, the photos. The layouts, again, you got free layouts here, And remember one thing, folks, if you want to get rid of certain things, you got to click on the item to click it out, to delete it. Okay, like this one here, you got to delete this one here, whatever. Well, this one here could delete it. If you want to go back to the original one. The template that's in place, you probably won't be able to get rid of that, I don't think. Unless you create a whole new one there, delete the image and delete the element, whatever. See? And then basically you're starting from scratch. But remember, if you're going to do this here, you got to, once you get the template uploaded, okay? Let me just back out of here really quick here, folks. I'm sorry. All right. Once you get in here, let's go back to this one. Let's see, designs, channel. Make sure somewhere in you go back to your upload file. Now with this here, remember, don't think, yeah, well, I can move things over here and I can move it over here. I got an idea what's going to work. Believe me, use the template. That's why they have it. Okay, use the template. Seriously. Once you get the template in place, I know, when I first did it, I said, how is this going to work, But look at this here. Now, again, you want to move it to that side. Okay, you want to keep this template within this white box here. Okay, remember that. Make sure you do that there. All right, like this here. And remember, when you save it, you're not going to save this. This is just to get you set up. Everything, remember, once you do this here, once you put all your pictures in place, whatever you're doing here, remember, keep it in the black line here in a darker shaded area. Then that's when everything will, that's when you move it, then you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay, and then when you move this down, that's what it's going to look like. Now, if you don't like a plain background, whatever, let's move this over here. If you don't like a plain background, that's when you're going to go to your backgrounds over here, and you could add. Let's see ones they got. They got free ones here too. A lot of these are free. So let's say I want to, and then you get some here with some designs, but some of them you're going to be paying for. So you can see that here it's going to cost you $1 to use this here. You know me, folks. I like all the freebie stuff. So let's just say I'm going to use, I'll use my traditional one I always use, this one here. Put that back there. Now it's back there. You're not going to see it because it's hiding behind this template. When you move it, there it is. All right. Now, the other thing, now you're probably saying, okay, what about this here? That, yeah, I got rid of that. We got rid of that one there. Remember, to get rid of it, you got to click on the item and then click the little garbage can, and that will get rid of it. But you got to make sure when you're doing your creation, you are in the dark grid lines here and the darkest shaded one here. Right? Remember what I was telling you? You can go up to here, I believe. Like I said, remember I was telling you that there. You can move it, I think, to this part here. And if you want to add some more text or whatever, make the pictures bigger or smaller, you could do that there. right? Like I said, like this is pretty much centered right now. And when you move it, that's how it'll look. Now, technically, this should be okay on your YouTube channel, okay, for the banner. The only thing is, on the cell phone one, for the cell phone, these might be cut off because they're too spread apart. Okay. The only reason why the other one was there was because everything was close. Let's move this up again. Okay. That's the reason. That's what I'm saying. That's, I think, the reason why everything looked good, because they were within the shaded area. If you stay within the shaded area, you're going to be good, folks. From what I see, you're going to be good for the phone, desktop, and the YouTube. If you stay within this in the dark shaded area. Okay. So let me just bump out of here. I don't know if there's any other questions you have. Remember, this is how it's going to look. It's not bad. I don't think I'm going to leave it like that, but I guess it's not too bad to leave it up for temporarily right now. But that's how it's going to be for now. I do like to change it. And if you're a person who likes to change things for the holidays, it's pretty cut and dry to do that there. I mean, all you got to do is go to, for example, if you want to get something like for Halloween or whatever, you could always go to Google search. And let's say you want to type in Halloween photos, whatever, or cartoons or images, Halloween images. And you would do this here. You type in Google, and it'll bring you to this here. And you could see the type of different images they have here. And you can, copy and paste it in there. Now, you got to remember, some of this stuff is copyright protected. But for the most part, I don't think people will bother you. Like this one here, like this is like nice for the Halloween. Now, if I wanted to, keep this picture here, I would copy it, whatever. But you got to be, it says over here, images may be subject to copyright. And what I would do is, you right click on here, right? You would right click and say save to my Canva page thing here. And I want to go to uploads. I'm going to upload my own image. Okay, so, and we could put that over here. Now I got the full picture over here. Now you're going to see this little thing over here, little thing filling up. That's letting you know it's fully downloaded once it goes all blue. You can see that there. All right. Now, what I could do is I could trade this thing out here, get rid of it. Well, first of all, I'm going to get rid of it. I'm going to go like this, click it on, delete it. It's not going to delete from your folder. It'll still be there. And now I could add a full picture here. So, and what's nice about it, you could change this on the fly. You could change it on the fly, and that's how it'll look. If you want to keep everything in perspective order, like this, you could just click this on and say, well, I want to keep them all top like this here. So it'll stay like this. Like that. Maybe try to space it a little. If you stay in those perimeters, you'll be all right. They're pretty much, let's see. Okay, they almost look the same, right? Maybe you could close this guy up a little here and move him up just a little scotch like that. I'm just goofing around with this, folks. All right, and then when you move it away, remember, that's how it's going to look. This is going to disappear. When you save it, that template won't be there. And then you would say download. And if you want to make it public so everybody can see your pictures, make it public. It goes from make public to public. Now, if I save this here, everybody I tweet to will see the new picture here. But that's what I love about it, folks. You could do everything on the fly, So I'm going to back at it. If you have any questions for me, let me know. I'll take my glasses off here. You guys are killing me. If you have any questions about that, folks, let me know. I'm probably going to be changing my template again. I know it's like I'm like the weather, right? I like to do stuff and change it. I like being creative, That's what I love about this YouTube channel. And the reason why you're probably saying, oh man, what's this guy gonna do? He's up to something, he's changing it. Yeah, I am thinking about changing it again. For the simple reason is, I'm not saying people don't like the reseller news. I mean, I was looking at all the videos I did with the reseller news, and they always have like 100% there, like like to dislike or whatever. And it seems like a lot of them are on 100%. Maybe some might be in 50 or 89 or something like that. There. I mean, I get views on the reseller news, but I'm thinking of changing, trying to be a little creative. I don't know. I know it's just a banner. You say, well, what's a big deal? It's a banner, But that banner. And let me share this with you guys too. I got what's on my mind. If you got a Twitter account, when you upload your photos to like a banner for Twitter, a Twitter banner, the ones for YouTube will work on that. And how I know is because when I created the first one, the reseller news, I put that banner on YouTube and it worked. So they do. So the ones for YouTube, the way for me anyway, unless I did some kind of magic thing, I uploaded and I was able to use the same YouTube banner art for my Twitter, and but I'm thinking of doing something a little different. Like I said, I want to do things different, like maybe change it up a little, maybe change it for the holidays. It's nice to change the banner around. Maybe like near Christmas time. Maybe you might want to put a picture of Santa Claus or whatever. Just to get like into the mood. Just when people click on your YouTube channel, you can still keep your text there. And that's another thing too. I don't know if I'm just going to do away with the Reseller News banner and change it, just like maybe put Richard Pasini on there, or just come up with, or just leave it blank and just put some kind of wording in there, or some kind of text. But I'm thinking of changing it around, and I don't know. My mind's always going. I'm always trying to keep myself going here. I want to keep the channel fresh. Keep people more. Keep more people coming to my channel. Hopefully to make it grow. And that's the whole purpose behind it. And like I said again, I love doing YouTube, and I love creating videos and stuff like that. Also, I like to sell on eBay whenever there's sales. I am going to be doing another segment. That's another thing too. I don't know if I'll still be using Reseller News or change the name, but right now, for all intents and purposes, it's going to probably be the Reseller News for time being. And like I said in my other videos, I do want to keep it down between 10 to 15 minutes long, because I notice when it goes over 45 minutes or an hour, I don't think I'm getting a lot of watch time on it. So I don't think, and what I'm trying to say is I don't think people are going to watch the full hour or 45 minutes or 50 minutes, whatever it is. So I'm trying to cut it down like that to maybe between 10 and 15 minutes. If it does protract longer, I'll probably state that in the beginning of the video, saying this may be a lot longer than expected because I want to go over a lot of windows. But not really, I don't really want to go over a lot of windows. I'm just using it as an example as to why it would protract longer than 10 to 15 minutes, But anyway, I hope this information helps. I hope you guys get something out of it. And if you do, drop a comment in there, hit the like button. Please subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to get this channel to at least 1,000 subscribers. I'm having a hard time. I can't get there. It goes up like unfortunately, I lost 2 subscribers, 2 people unsubscribed. I'm sorry I lost them. Sorry to see you guys go, whoever you are. I wish you guys could let me know as to why you unsubscribed. I don't know if it's the content I put out. I don't know if it's maybe the topics I talk about, or maybe it's not of interest to you. But I'm sorry I lost you guys. I wish you'd come back. But if you guys can help me get to that 1,000 mark, that would be great. I really would appreciate it. I really am trying to, get that 1,000 subscriber mark. It's really hard when you think about it, because it's, with YouTube, a lot of people think it's an easy task to get to high subscriber counts, and believe me, it is. I mean, unless something goes viral or something you come out with, people are going to want to flock and subscribe to your channel for something. It's pretty hard, but I'm going to still keep doing it. I'm not going to let that discourage me. Losing subscribers, does it make you feel blasé? Sure it does. Because you're over here thinking, oh, my channel's growing, and then next thing you know, you lost 1, 2, or 3, whatever. I mean, I know a lot of the big guys do too. I mean, I was watching some people that have millions of accounts, they subscribers, and sometimes I'll look at their watch count and you'll see, oh, they lost maybe 2,000 or they lost 3,000, but they got millions of subscribers. So for the most part, it's good for them. Oh, I just bumped out of here now. Let me bump out of here. I'm sorry, folks. I get all these crazy messages that pop in and out. Yeah, and but it is what it is. It kind of it puts you in a blasé mood. It really does. Losing subscribers, but no matter what, I'm still going to keep pushing forward with it. I'm still going to keep doing this channel. I'm going to keep putting new content out as best I can. The reason why I do the Reseller News is, like I said again, if you are a reseller on eBay, I am. Sales have been very slow, very quiet. Matter of fact, I'm going to do the Reseller News, for now. I'm going to be doing that shortly after this video, and I just want to go over a few things, put that there, and just want to share some information I found that I picked up recently. So we'll see how that goes. Anyway, guys, thanks a lot for hanging out. Please subscribe again to my channel, and hit that like button. And most important, if you want to be updated on new content I put out, you got to hit that bell notification icon there. And every time I put new content out, you'll be you'll be updated on it. And I just want to also say in closing, thank you to all the new subscribers who recently subscribed to my channel. It is greatly appreciated. I hope you get something out of it and you come back for more. Until then, my name is Rich Pasini. Today is October 29, 2018. Thanks again for tuning in and hanging out. I wish you all the best in your sales. If you're an eBay seller or online or e-commerce seller, wherever you sell on, I wish you all the best. Until next time, bye-bye.